Marie and Jenna share a lot of content on how to grow a successful business, but the real secrets to their success isn't always in what they share. It's more the things that you'll learn if you just look closely enough at the right stuff. Success leaves clues, or crumbs, just like your darling children do throughout your entire house. So today, we're gonna follow the path of success breadcrumbs straight to their business secrets vault. I've observed these ladies' businesses for years and discovered 4 secret strategies that they're using to explode their growth. And what you're about to learn will help you work out for yourself exactly what you should focus your time and efforts on in your business and what's truly just a complete waste of your time. Let's start with business secret number 1. This one is all about what they sell, but it's probably not what you think it is. Let's look at their offers. Yes, they both sell courses. Yes, they both have books. Yes, Jenna Kutcher also has a shop of digital products. But actually none of those things are the point. For both of them, their courses are their main offers. They're scalable, they're profitable, but the one thing you might not have noticed is these ladies have sold the same courses for years. Marie Forleo has been in business the longest, and her B-School course has been around for 14 years. 14 years! Jenna Kutcher's courses are also all about marketing, and while she slowly added to the number of marketing courses that she's had over time, she created her first one in 2016, and she's been selling the same courses on Instagram and Pinterest and list building for years. Of course, she has to update them as needed, but the meat of the courses and the courses themselves have mostly stayed the same. The moral of the story: you don't need to launch a new product or 2 every single year, like many small entrepreneurs actually do. So many entrepreneurs come to the, logical conclusion of, okay, well, if I created this offer and it was successful, then in order to raise my revenue, I should create another product to sell to my people. And then they can buy 2 things from me or 15 things from me. And I get it. It feels like we should be working hard, thinking up big ideas, launching sexy new things. I mean, doing the same thing year after year gets kind of stale, right? Our audiences are going to get bored of that, right? Our audiences will also grow and they're going to continue on their journey, and we should be there with the next product to help them at that next stage, right? Not always. As these ladies show, you can sell the same thing again and again and again and again for literally well over a decade. And part of having the time to scale those products to the household names that they are today is because they had the time and capacity and energy to put into marketing, because they didn't fill up every waking moment with creating a new offer. Imagine if your favorite chef only ever cooked one signature dish, but over the years, that dish became so legendary that everyone had to try it. Just like that chef, Jenna and Marie have perfected their signature dish, their courses. They stick to what they know and they make it the best thing on the menu, rather than trying to fill the menu with a ton of options that no one actually orders. Business secret number 2. This one is all about their marketing. And you might have noticed the thing Jenna is most well known for is her massively successful Goal Digger podcast. Marie, on the other hand, is all about video with the award-winning show Marie TV on YouTube. Jenna is posting something on Instagram daily without fail, and Marie is these days too. But just a couple years ago, she literally hardly ever posted on the platform. Meanwhile, Jenna has like 700 followers on TikTok and hasn't posted on there in months. So what can we learn from this? Let's look at Jenna's recent move onto YouTube to give us the answer. She started her podcast in 2016, and she was 341 episodes in before she got around to also posting the episode onto YouTube, and that was 4 years ago in 2020. Are you maybe picking up what I'm putting down here? She only did a podcast for 4 years, and then she added YouTube, but only in the sense that she posted the audio there. There was actually no video, just an image and the audio. And then just this year, she actually started adding the video and doing custom thumbnails for YouTube. So she basically pretty much ignored YouTube for 8 years. Now you might be thinking, I'm sorry, but how is failing to make use of one of the best marketing platforms online a secret to success? But that's exactly it. That is what's so smart. Jenna focuses. Jenna doesn't do everything. She knows that each marketing platform has its own intricacies and strategy and algorithm. And if she tried doing them all from the get-go, she would have gotten nowhere. Doing a fewer number of marketing strategies, but really focusing on only the one or two that you're doing until you've seen massive success is both counterintuitive and an incredible business decision. Note, both Marie and Jenna have full teams at this point who do a significant portion of helping with their content marketing, but still, even these two ladies with their mega teams and mega budgets aren't perfect on every platform, or they aren't even on every platform. They intentionally did not diversify their marketing from the start. They were consistent with one thing for a long time. It doesn't sound sexy, but this strategy works. So secret number 2 is this: pick your marketing strategy intentionally. Do one thing for a long time until you get really good at it. It doesn't matter if you pick podcast or YouTube or Instagram or TikTok, but what does matter is that you stick with one thing until you're exceptional at it before adding on others. Starting with one marketing strategy is like laying the foundation for a skyscraper. You don't start by trying to spread your resources thin over a wide area, like trying to build multiple houses at once. Instead, you focus all of your effort on digging deep and building upwards, one floor at a time, until you've built the tallest building in the city. Marie and Jenna didn't spread their foundations thin. They built skyscrapers. By the way, if you're struggling on picking which of all the marketing platforms is right for you, I do have a quiz. Which marketing method matches your personality type? You can take it at paigebrunton.com/quiz, or I'll also link it above and below for you in the description too. Business secret number 3. Marie has spoken many times about the struggles of being a multi-passionate entrepreneur, and Jenna was actually painting and selling watercolor prints for a while. Now, Marie's old brand was called Rich, Happy, and Hot. She had a live event for it and wrote a book called Make Every Man Want You. So clearly, these ladies haven't 100% always stayed in their business's main lane. But the more they've grown as entrepreneurs, the more they stuck to associating themselves with one main topic that they wanted to be known for. For Marie, it's business, and for Jenna, it's marketing. If you look at their content now, it's pretty clear what they speak about and what they're therefore known for. The challenging thing for entrepreneurs is it takes a long time to be the automatic go-to known person who is the associated expert on one specific topic. It's not that you can just produce a year's worth of content on one main topic and become the internet's go-to expert on it. It honestly takes like a decade of content to do so. And flip-flopping on your direction constantly and speaking about one thing this year and something completely different the next won't serve you long-term in your business. Yes, even the most successful entrepreneurs have dabbled and had side passions and interests and other topics that they wanted to speak about. They even made massive pivots. Marie had her Rich, Happy, and Hot brand phase, and Jenna's first course was specifically a course for photographers on how to run their photography business called the Photo Lab. So they've both pivoted over time. Jenna doesn't serve photographers, but more generally like creative entrepreneurs with marketing courses. And Marie dropped the RHH branding and talking about dating, and that was pretty focused in on business content. But the key thing with both of the pivots that they made is that it wasn't an every year pivot, and it was mostly in their early days. They both learned and have stuck to becoming associated with one main topic. Now, one caveat to this is they're both personal brands. So naturally, as their lives and their interests evolve, some of their content has evolved too. Think of it like in the movies. There's an A storyline and a B storyline. The A storyline is the main focus of the movie. It's what takes up the majority of the film's time, whereas the B storyline is kind of like this side story, which sort of adds an interest, but it definitely takes up much less space in the film. In Jenna's business, the A storyline is marketing education, but the B storyline has been her struggles to start a family, body positivity, then her maternity leave, and then having young children and running a business as a new mom. For Marie, her channel is full of business advice content, but you'll also see that her B storyline is often something related to entrepreneurial health. So she has content about mindset and about manifestation and about tapping. So what is the lesson that we take from all of this? If you feel called to switch topics, go for it. But don't make it an annual pivot. You do want to eventually settle on one thing which you would be happy to speak about for like 10 years. And do feel free to incorporate B storylines and be a really personal brand. Adding in bits of your life adds interest to you, the entrepreneur, as a person, and it also makes you more than just a talking head with information. But remember, these ladies stuck to talking mainly about marketing and mainly about business for coming on and surpassing a decade. That hasn't changed, and your main message shouldn't change that much either if you also want to find success. Secret number 4. Entrepreneurs struggle with this one the most of all, but it really truly also is the number one most important of all the secrets we've spoken about. It's also possibly the hardest to achieve, and it's what really sets the mega successful apart from the business owners who are just getting by. Can you guess it? I know you don't want to hear it, but it's true. It is consistency. They have showed up with consistent content, consistent emails, consistent offers for years. And in Marie's case, over a decade. If you scroll back on their podcast feeds and their YouTube feeds and their Instagram feeds, whatever it is, when these ladies have decided that they're going to show up on a platform, they are consistent on it. Now, this isn't just luck. It is setting your priorities and planning your time really well. And it's also about dropping perfectionism. Marie's videos might look super polished and professional now, and they definitely are. She also clearly has a studio and a team that helps her make professional level content. But if you look back at her first videos, it was just Marie and a laptop, some bad audio and video quality and all. And during the pandemic, she was recording from her computer solo in her house, just like the rest of us. Except she clearly has a much more fabulous living room than most of us do. The lighting, audio, and video wasn't perfect like before when she would shoot in a studio, but these ladies definitely live the better done than perfect mantra when need be and are happy to put out content to stay consistent, even if it's maybe not to the level of quality which they wished it would be. Now, the reason so many people flounder in business for years is because they keep switching. They flip-flop again and again and again, and they try to associate their name with so many different things, changing every single year. In my business, I am always after what I call lazy efficient strategies. Basically, a lot of return for a little investment. And it turns out doing so isn't just a good idea for you having a life outside of your business, it's also actually an incredible idea for business growth. Complication is the enemy of great execution, and you can't do and be known for all of the things. It takes a painfully long amount of time to associate your name as the go-to on a certain topic. So don't flip-flop. And really, I'm assuming you started this business so you could go live your dream life. So don't go shooting yourself and your dream life in the foot by constantly creating a million new offers, pivoting every 5 seconds, and fretting over perfection. Now, even if you follow all of the secrets which we've discussed in this video, you're likely still going to struggle if you can't master consistency. Lucky for us, our dream duo of Jenna and Marie actually released a video on exactly how to master consistency and your time, so I highly recommend checking out this video of theirs next.